Giles, creator of Buffy, Joss Whedon. You got Dynamite, Image Comics, Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Oh gosh,
Yes. What else do we got here? Hi, I'm Casey Bowker, and I am a comic book. I am an adult comic book nerd. So when I walk into a comic book shop, it can be very overwhelming. If you're a new comic book reader and you don't know where to start, what are you already familiar with? You're probably a movie fan, you're probably going to see Avengers. Start off with Captain America, start off with the Hulk. That's an easy thing to go to. Start with a Batman. Everyone knows who Batman is. Does this image excite you? You know, Batman punching some random dude? Probably. I used to be a reader who only read based off of the artwork. Descender by Jeff Lemire. Dustin McGinn uses only watercolors and pencils. Some of the best artwork that I've ever seen. So this comic book I read based off of the artwork. I didn't read City City for a very long time because the artwork of Frank Miller was just gross. And it turned me off to the idea of even reading it. You know, like this is all black. But then when you actually get into it, you realize that the artwork is beautiful. It fits this world, this dark, gritty world. It's fantastic. So then I started following certain writers. Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller again. And what Miller did was he made it mature. There's a lot of violence. It's a crazy ride, darker, grittier interpretation of the characters. Punches Superman in the face. I've not seen that before. I love that. Descender by Jeff Lemire. Absolutely one of my favorite writers ever in comics. I will now read everything that he does, whether the artwork looks good or not. So now you've been a comic reader for a little while. You might recognize like some of the publishers, like Image, DC, Marvel. That's another way to really get into something is who's making it. You might not know this character named Deathstroke, but you say, okay, it's a DC comic, I'm gonna take a chance on it. They haven't failed me before. Check it out. So I picked up Gasolina off the shelf and I've never read it before, but I want to take it home and read it based off of this family playing Monopoly with a bunch of guns. Looks interesting to me. I'll tell you the reason why. The thing about comics, you don't have to have a specific genre. It's mostly about a family and you know what their lives are like, and I think that's one thing that people don't get when they think about comics is they think about the superheroes, they think about the capes. They don't think about some of these stories that are just more simple, they're more grounded, a lot more interesting of a story than just somebody flying around saving people. Don't get me wrong, I love all that stuff. But I also like some of these one-off stories, you know, about bank robbers, but it just happens to be done in a visual medium. You get a great story, but you also get that visual element. And I think that's what's great about comics is that they can change any genre and still work.